After losing midweek to PSV, Arsenal let out all their frustrations against Nottingham Forest. 5-0. And honestly, it could have been much more. Reclaiming top spot in the Premier League. Fantastic stuff, but not without some key injuries. Luis Miguel Echegaray, LME here. Janusz Michallik. Janusz, an emphatic victory for Arsenal indeed. Give me your initial reactions from this game, my friend.
I think initially that's exactly what the doctor ordered, right? Because there was a little bit of a blip against Saints. Not a bad point away from home, but if you're winning everything, as Arsenal were ahead of that time for the most part, it's a bit of a blip. Then came the warning against PSV, right? Even though rotated, but that's 2 games now. Maybe not at their best. They needed that. They're great at home, obviously, against a Forest team who you'd think have some momentum after beating Liverpool. Maybe that's these days not as hard. We've seen what Leeds have done at Anfield yesterday. But so, yeah, I mean, a lot of goals, a lot of people that needed to score did score, with the exception of maybe Gabriel Jesus, who needs one badly, but who himself was absolutely outstanding, I thought, contributing to just about everything, not just goals, but his work rate and everything else. So sometimes, yeah, he hasn't scored now in 7-8 games or something like that, but I think his time will come. So an easy win against a team that providing absolutely nothing in return.
Absolutely. And a very good point about Gabriel Jesus from a contributions perspective. Only Kevin De Bruyne has contributed more this season, I believe, in the Premier League. So great stuff there. But as we have talked before, Janusz, Arsenal are a young team, dynamic, but it's about depth as well. And Bukayo Saka came off injured in this one. We don't know yet as we tape the longevity of this injury, but how crucial is that both for Arsenal and England as well?
Well, of course. I mean, depending on the injury. I mean, in the meantime, we'll have to wait and see, right? I mean, we saw his cross to Gabi Martinelli on that first goal. It was an invitation, right? A full run Martinelli to their near post, and the weight of that cross was absolutely outstanding. And as we know, at a young age, he became almost an irreplaceable part. But then again, look on the bright side, Lewis, right? I mean, Reiss Nelson comes in, and after not scoring for 2 years, he scores 2 goals in 4 minutes. So look, I'm not sitting here and saying, well, it's no worries, Saka is not there, that everything's going to be great. Reiss Nelson's there, but there's always a flip side of that. So yeah, I mean, obviously, hopefully it's a short-term injury for him. Because when you think about it, midweek, that's FC Zurich at home. That shouldn't be a problem with rotation. But next week, and of course, another big test away to Chelsea, and that's the big one. Again, more good news for Arsenal, I suppose. William Saliba and Gabriel Jesus were on a yellow card suspension, or sitting on it. If they did receive a yellow card, I don't believe they did. So they'll be available. But yeah, for Saka, everybody's hoping it's a short term, be it Arsenal or England supporters.
Very quick on Nottingham Forest after beating Liverpool. You still see them not really getting out of this bottom 3?
Yeah, I always look for confirmation when you win or when you lose, and after what happened. After what happened against Liverpool, you'd hope that maybe they'll do better. To be fair to Nottingham Forest, those are big tests. Liverpool at home and Arsenal away. But as I said this to you even after the Liverpool win, that I think they're going to struggle. And you saw again, Lingard non-existent. Gibbs White came off as well, didn't look great. So I think that's going to be the case with Nottingham Forest, ups and downs. And if they're going to get it done, they better get results at home, because going away from home, you just don't see it. There isn't enough going forward.
Worrying times indeed, even though all those players that came in this summer for Nottingham Forest. But as far as Arsenal is concerned, so far so good. Injuries aside, it's always going to happen. But as Mikel Arteta always preaches, just keep winning.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.